All right, what's up, guys? Let's go over the markets going into this week. Recording this on Friday because Sunday is Easter and I'm not going to be um, doing the live class that day. So we're just getting the recording out today. So taking a look at the markets, um, right now we're just seeing a pattern of making a low, then coming up to the 21 EMA, making a low, 21 EMA, making a low, 21 EMA, and now we made a new low and then 21 EMA, and so far we're just sideways. Now, this might be a little different because we are at 2.5 ATR here. Um, we came well beyond that earlier last week. We had this oops reversal, and now what we're seeing is some sideways action. I think we may build trade sideways and build a squeeze before considering the possibility of making a new low, and we'll kind of just trade within this range. I think right now we have this massive range. I think we're going to tighten up. We've been trading in between this huge up day here, this 10.5% up day. We've been trading below that high and above that low. So those are two critical levels. And I think we're not going to break out of that until we start forming a daily squeeze. So just keep that in mind. So not too much to do on the indexes, but there's plenty to do elsewhere, and we're going to get into that. So let's see here. We go to the Qs. Just review that real quick. Same story, same exact trading thing. We can go into here, take a look at all the different indexes. So the VIX is losing the 21 EMA. The put call ratio is up towards those extreme levels. I went in depth on this previous class. So the last times we've been up to this above 0.9 and at that 0.95 level, we've kind of seen a bottom happen in the markets. You can see here when the blue line was there. You can see here is we're in the same spot. Here was also a major bottom as well. And then here was a short-term pullback, which ended up causing that rally. So if anything, just looking for this could be the lows, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it after this extreme emotional sell-off. So keep all that stuff in mind, all right? Um, Next, same kind of thing. I'm looking and thinking we're probably going to see sideways for a while within the range of that huge candle for all the indexes and until we form the next daily squeeze, which will give us the momentum we need for the next move. Okay. So that's the indexes. Let's talk about some stocks here. So there we go. Okay. So looking at different setups in the market. I think the most evident thing is consumer staples are in focus for bullish momentum. So if you're going to be trading to the long side, keep an eye on consumer staples. We've been talking about this for weeks, but they finally started to begin to break out. So names like Kroger had a really nice breakout on Friday. I know a couple of my coaching students had caught this breakout, was able to catch a nice move. KO broke out, few others. Dollar Tree had a nice breakout. Um, so yeah, keep all that in mind. The next thing is we want to look at, okay, so within the consumer staples space, I think there's another space that's setting up and is going to be my primary focus in the next week, and that is beverage stocks. So I just told you how, so department stores have started to break out, right? So let's start with beverages. So KO, this one's already started its breakout, has earnings coming up. But we take a look at CELH, this one here, strong bullish pattern. We're continuing to hold the 9 EMA. We've got earnings coming up, so I think maybe we see a pop in this name. We've got 4-hour buy signals and it's trading right above that 9. So I think this one could give us a nice pop into 40. I think this chart looks great. So I'm looking to go long this name. I don't love that it's so far off of all-time highs, but um, the chart pattern, it has a really nice chart pattern. Um, so yeah, okay. So now that we've seen that, the next piece that we want to look at is MNST. So this one is trading near all-time highs. So we've got that $60 price level overhead, and then all-time highs is right around or right above 61. Okay. This one has a daily squeeze, has earnings coming up May 1st. So CELH may give us more time for the move, but this one looks like it's setting up and looks really good. So we had an inside day on Friday. Then now we're seeing 4 hour buy signals. So trading right above that 9 and continuing to hold. So if we do hold that 9, we can see a nice move back up into a new high and most likely probably a new all-time high. So that one looks great. Just the question is it going to happen before earnings? And if it doesn't, then anything goes in earnings, right? So those are the two primary spots that I'm looking for. Of course, keep an eye on KO. Hasn't pulled up or pulled back yet. Pepsi, that one you're not going to want to trade long. It's just these ones that are in focus right now, MSTR and CLH. So CLH is probably the favorite, has a lot of strength, but I do really like both of the setups. And I would say I like them both equally, but I take it back when I say CLH is the best. This has more relative strength, but MSTR, or I mean, sorry, MNST is closer to all-time highs, which is what I like, means less overhead supply. Okay. So uh next, what we're looking at is Dollar General and DTLR. I missed this one on Friday. Didn't pull up on the scans that I was looking at, but you can see here on the 4 hour chart, we had clean buy signals here at 89, and we had a big pop up uh yesterday on Thursday. I keep saying Friday, but today's Friday. So yesterday, we saw this really nice breakout to the upside. Same thing on DLTR. We did try to take a position in this one here on this day. This right about where we opened is where we took entry and just ended up actually might have been here. Let's take a look. Um, yeah, it was right here. We took entry after this buy signal, ended up pulling back to the 21, holding it, and then printing some more buy signals, and then I missed it the second time around. But had an 8% update yesterday. This one looks good for continued breakout. We are at the breakout level, so you definitely want to keep this one on watch, especially if we get above the 78. I would like more likely call it 80. So if we're above 80, I think that this is going to present a really good opportunity for a stage one moving into stage two. So keep an eye on that. This blue line is the weekly 21. So you can see here we're breaking that and we're now starting and beginning to trade above it. So that's a nice setup as well. So all of those are consumer staples names. Another one that goes along with the department stores here is BJ. So this one you can see on the 4 hour time frame, printing buy signals. So if we can get a little bit of a pullback, I'd like to take this one. This one's just a clean, strong uptrend. So I do like that. I do like this chart. So I'm going to keep an eye on that one as well. MSTR. So this one doesn't have the whole sector alignment, right? But it does have a nice pattern on the weekly chart. I talked to you guys about this last week. You can see here, weekly 21, we pulled back to it, or we had the first buy signal last week, and then pulled back to it for a great entry there, and are up $17 from the low. So we closed at 317 yesterday. Looks like it's begin trying to break out. Got this trend line here. If we can break out of that, we've got a pretty clean move up into 440. That really depends on the market conditions. My first target is just that easy one of like 440 or 340. And then from there, you leave your runners and let that thing go. Because we all know MSTR can run. If we look at the weekly chart, Last time we had weekly buy signals was right here. And you can see here on those weekly buy signals, we had a massive move to the upside. So buy signals printed at 176 before the split, and we moved all the way up into 542. So then same thing over here, 45 had a move up into 200. So what is that? 150%, over 150%, and then this one pretty similar. So keep an eye on that. And um yeah, another great setup that I think if you didn't come to the class, you didn't watch the watch list video last week, the recording, this was one that we had talked about, and it came and gave you a perfect entry off the weekly 21 on Monday. Okay. So those are all the main setups that I'm paying attention to. They're all pretty much consumer staples other than MSTR and ED. This is utilities. This is utilities name. I don't like this one as much. SLNO, this is a biotech stock. This one has a 4 hour buy after a big gap up 45% from this low. So yeah, I had a 76% move, currently trading up 67%. So, and that's just in the span of 100 days, so about 3 months. So this one is definitely a relative strength leader. So keep an eye on this one. If it holds that 9 EMA, we can see it push back up into a new high. We have all new, well, we're trying to break out of stage one back in here and potentially have moved to 76 in this name. So this is definitely more speculative. As you can see, massive move lower over a long period of time since the IPO back in 2014. But yeah, that's more speculative. But primary focus this week, just keep it simple. Consumer staples are the ones setting up. MSTR is a good risk to reward setup. Um, and yeah, pay attention to those, specifically the beverage stocks. I think those are gearing up to make a move next week. And I hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching and happy Easter. And I pray that you guys have an awesome uh, 2025 and we all reflect and spend a lot of time being able to reflect all that Jesus has done for us. All right, thanks.